we're going to try number 18 here. Negative 5 pi over 6. So we're going away from radians. If we're getting rid of radians, we're going to put pi radians in the denominator. Again, we don't need to write the radians. We know they're radians. So we know they're going to cancel out. But remember, it's 180 degrees. So the pi's are gone. Oh man, I wanted to eat pie. And then like 6 goes into 18 3 times. So it'll go into 180 30 times. That's all we can simplify. We have a denominator of 1. So then you have negative 5 times 30 will give you negative 150 degrees. Cool. Over here, we have negative pi. So negative pi over 1. We're trying to get rid of the pi. So we'll put pi in the denominator. We'll put 180 degrees up top. So pi cancels out with pi. They both become a 1. So now we're just left with negative 1 times 180, which is negative 180 degrees. Right? And that should make sense because negative pi would be half of the full circle. All right, let's do a couple more. Evaluate the function without using a calculator. Oh dear. So tangent of 135. Now if we think of 135 degrees, here's our 90, here's our 180. It's going to go here. Now if we're finding the reference angle for that, we would do 180 minus the 135 because it's in quadrant 2. So it leaves us a reference angle of 45 degrees. So we can look at our unit circle, sure, or if you want, you can turn it into a 45, 45, 90 triangle, and you know that the hypotenuse would be 1, and when you divide that by root 2, you get root 2 over 2 and root 2 over 2. Now, thinking about a coordinate plane, you're going to the left, that makes the x-coordinate negative. You're going up, the y is positive. So the coordinate for that would be negative root 2 over 2, positive root 2 over 2. Now, from the notes yesterday, you might remember that tangent is going to be y divided by x. So we'll say tan of 135 equals the y-coordinate, root 2 over 2, divided by negative root 2 over 2. But we're going to change that because remember, we don't do fraction divided by fraction. We change it to multiplication, and then we use the reciprocal. So 2 over negative root 2. So we can cancel out the 2 for 2. That would make it 1 and 1. And we can even do the root 2. So you're left with 1 over negative 1, and 1 divided by negative 1 give us negative 1. Great. Otherwise, you could consult your unit circle, and you can check it and then do the tangent from there. Tangent's a little tougher. Cosine and sine are nice because it's just like the x-coordinate or the y-coordinate. So let's try cosine of 210. Let's think of where that would fall. So it would go beyond 180. So if we did 210 minus 180, it would give us a reference angle of 30 degrees. Now, let's remember, for 30 degrees, if we use the hand trick, that's this first finger. So we'd have 3 on the left. So our x-coordinate would be root 3 over 2. We have 1 on the right, so our y-coordinate would be 1 over 2. So coordinate for a 30-degree reference angle is root 3 over 2 and 1 over 2. But we're in quadrant 3, which means both of those coordinates are negative. And then cosine, Chicago White Sox, cosine is your x-coordinate, so it'll be the negative root 3 over 2.